up, Philly?
1, 2, 3, 4. Some crazy ass kids coming like up on your door, so let 'em in, let 'em in, let 'em in.
Sam Gagne, though, is good in shootouts. And he will start things. In on goal. Dinks, and he scores! Oh, silky smooth, Sam Gagne. So now Claude Giroux. Had a tough year in shootouts last year, but 18 times he scored over his career. Dinks, and he scores! Absolutely dazzling. Completely faked out Lundqvist. Dominic Moore will shoot for the Rangers. Not that many attempts, but he's been good. 40%. A save, and the Flyers win the game. Save! Mason! The Flyers have beaten the Rangers. 3-2 is your final. They win the shootout.
Now, Andy Robb, Ken Prell, the Philly Hockey Guy.
But Mason sucks, right?
Yep, we should get rid of him.
Terrible.
Send him off to the KHL.
He just got lucky. What
How
a
about
win.
that?
Wow, that was fantastic.
A shootout win.
Yeah. Can you believe it?
Amazing.
Yeah, it was absolutely fantastic, and what an effort put forth by the Flyers the other night against the New York Rangers. And it seems like I was a bit dead on with my score prediction for the other night's game.
It's about time.
What the hell is that supposed to mean?
No, congratulations.
Flyers get that win 3-2, and yeah, man, what an effort that was the other night. Making me excited about this next game coming up for sure.
Yeah, tonight, of course, Danny Briere retirement night.
Wow, yeah, that's... And, of course, with his old team, the Buffalo Sabers, coming into town, it's going to be a nice ceremony, I think, to start things off.
We'll preview the game coming up in just a few minutes, but let's get back to that Rangers game. I mean, that was just spectacular.
Yeah, great effort. Steve Mason stopping 37 of 39 shots, including all 12 shots that he faced in the third period and in overtime. And, of course, as the results speak for themselves, he looked pretty good in that shootout the other night as well.
He looked outstanding in the shootout, and big credit to the Flyers, Dave Haxtell. This was a game that could have easily gotten away from them.
Yes.
After the raffle injury.
Sure.
I mean, that was a scary, scary situation.
Yeah.
For those who, maybe you missed it, but Raffle took an elbow from Jarrett Stoll, ended up passing out
on the bench.
On the bench.
Yeah, that was
stopping play for a few minutes as they got him back into the trainer's room. To be able to come back and focus, I mean, just a great job all around by the Flyers. And luckily, Raffle looks like he's going to be all right.
Yeah, definitely a scary thing, though. When those things happen, when somebody loses consciousness and you have no idea as to why.
Yeah, it looks like, good news. Like I said, Raffle looks like he's going to be back actually tonight, which I'm kind of surprised. There was no way I thought he'd play tonight.
Yeah, so hopefully he'll take it easy, not push himself too hard.
Yeah, well, he passed all the Flyers concussion protocols, so, I mean, if the doctors give him the thumbs up, then he'll be back out there. He actually, I was reading that he said this actually happened to him before. When he was 18, he broke his jaw, and then a couple minutes later just ended up passing out. So maybe it's just his genetic makeup. I don't know.
I see. I didn't actually know that story.
Yeah.
So maybe.
So he's got a little history with it, but, that's scary.
Yeah. Let's go back to the game real quick and talk about how Scott Lawton scored a goal.
Wow, what a shot that was.
Yeah, it was
that was
great.
A snipe.
It was beautiful. Absolutely beautiful to see. It's nice to see him finding a groove, finding a place where he fits in, but also, he seems like he really fits in on this Flyers team.
Yeah, and just to be able to get one past Lundqvist during that game. I mean, really, the Flyers should have won that probably 6-2. I mean, Lundqvist is just out of this world.
Yeah, he's a freak of nature.
Yeah.
Some of the stops that he makes is just unparalleled. So, it's a great effort for him. I can never hate the guy. He's just so skilled.
He's the king for a reason
at what he does.
I mean, he's only going to be 34 coming up here in a couple months.
God, that's insane.
So he's going to be around torturing us for another couple years. I don't know if I can handle that.
Yeah, I don't know about that either. Don't forget, follow us anytime on Twitter at Philly Hockey Guy. And, of course, if you'd like to communicate with us, please use our Philly Hockey Guys podcast hashtag, which is...
Tweet boldly.
That's right, because that's what we do. Talking about Raffle almost dying on the bench, I think I almost killed you on our last episode of the podcast. Speaking of which, that new segment that we premiered on the last episode of the podcast, it's going much better. It's being received much better than I thought it would be.
I think people want to see me die. That's really what I think it's come down to.
Listen, I'll say this much.
Look, if you don't like me, I'll just go away.
Look, I'll say this
I don't need to die.
I'll say this much. It would probably wind up being the last show ever, but if you died in here on the studio for the show, that would make for some damn good radio. What happened to Ken? Oh, he just straight up died in the studio.
You got to listen to this podcast. A guy actually dies during it.
I mean, really, the accolades write themselves. The first podcast in recorded human history to have a person die on the air. This is not just this isn't just for the podcasting realm. This also is for what we do in radio. I don't think there's ever been anybody that's died on the air on radio. Well, this is a big thing.
I'll see what I can do the next time we bring that segment up.
We could be trailblazers here. Speaking of which, about rage-inducing Facebook comments, if you guys like that segment and you find yourself on the internet and you come across maybe a few questionable comments or things like that, screen cap them and send them to us, and I will read them and we'll see how much we can kill Ken. I mean, not kill. I mean, enrage. Did I say kill? I meant enrage.
I heard kill there.
No.
Real disappointed.
All right, maybe I will try to kill you. I don't know. That's up to the listeners.
All right, let's get through the game tonight.
You got nothing else on the Rangers-Flyers recap? Anything else you'd like to add in?
No, I think the game speaks for itself. It was a great win. Mason looked good. All in all, I was happy with the performance, and we got a good start to the season. Compared to the last couple years, I mean, we're 4-2-1 right now. What more could you ask for?
Yeah, those numbers are certainly nothing to scoff at, and you got to give credit where credit's due. I know it's early in the season. I mean, unless if you hang out on Flyers Nation on Facebook, then all of a sudden,
we need to tank.
Yeah, it's too late. But I mean, for what Hackstall Jim Duggan has done to unify this team throughout the first couple games and how he can keep them calm and collected and seems like they're focused more. That's really something that needs to be commended.
Well, like I said earlier, the second period was a prime example of that. I don't know how you keep a team focused when something like that happens on the bench with Raffle passing out like that.
But
impressed.
He did it. Encouraging thing to see him doing that. And before we get to a preview of tonight's game,
as you almost rip. Now you're trying to rip my head off.
I'm not even waiting for rage-inducing Facebook comics. I'm going to try to kill him right here.
Yeah.
Okay.
Let me take these headphones off. My God.
Before we get to a preview of tonight's game, I also got to give a plug. We kind of were a little bit slow in forgetting to do this over the last podcast because we've been so busy. FlyersBuzz.com. It is a brand new Flyers website started by a Flyers fan, I believe, up in Toronto. And he is on Reddit Flyers with the user handle BarDownGaming. So you can check out FlyersBuzz.com for some Flyers news and updates. And also shout out to our friends at FlyersNerd.com for providing such excellent statistics and analysis for some of our favorite Flyers players. So yeah, FlyersNerd.com, FlyersBuzz.com, two great websites at your disposal. It beats checking out the Flyers Nation group on Facebook page. Speaking of which, that's a quick revision I wanted to make on the last podcast. I did not mean the Facebook page, Philadelphia Flyers Nation, which is a great page. There is a group called Flyers Nation. Yeah, so it's a group, not a page. Just wanted to correct that. Philadelphia Flyers Nation has sent us death threats.
The page is great. The group, not so much.
So just wanted to clarify that up before we cause an incident. So tonight is all about Danny Briere, the great 48, and his retirement night at the Wells Fargo Center. And I, for one, and I'm sure a lot of people are, I mean, who doesn't love Danny Briere for all the work that he's done for the Flyers as a whole and for the Sabers, too. It's going to be a great way to start off tonight's game.
Yeah, and he was doing actually a Q&A last week through the Flyers Twitter page.
Yes, he did, and he answered one of our Reddit Flyers friends and neighbors, Blinson, for one of his questions that he asked.
And did you also happen to notice that he answered the question about is a hot dog a sandwich?
He did.
Yep. And what did he say? I forget. Could you refresh my memory?
See, you being a smartass like this tells me that you do know what it is, so why don't you just go ahead and say it?
He said a hot dog is just a hot dog, and a hamburger is just a hamburger. So, not a sandwich. Exactly my argument.
That's his thoughts. I've got nothing. I would love love if somebody asked that question like Paul Holmgren or something. He would
He'd
just look
smack
at him,
you upside the head with a stick.
like, what the hell is the matter with you? Can you imagine that?
All right, well, the puck drops 7 o'clock tonight, and Sabres come into this game with a...
They come into it being the Sabres.
Well, no, it's not the Sabres. I mean, this is a young, exciting Sabres team to be watching.
Do you want to try telling that to my dad right now that he's listening? He still doesn't believe me when I say the Sabres are going to be a force someday.
8 games into the season are 2-6, so yeah, there's not a lot to be really, pumped up about this year. But, man, they got some young talent on that team.
Dude, you got Eichel coming to Philly tonight. I'm ready for that.
Yeah, it's very cool. I can't wait to see him actually play, get a up-close view of him and see how our defense handles him.
Yeah, it should be awesome. Speaking of young players that are just dynamos making defensemen look foolish, did you see the AHL player that just absolutely deked the hell out of Andrew McDonald the other night?
No, I missed that.
Yeah, you ready to see video of it? Here, check this out.
Oh, man.
He just fell over in front of him.
And just slid right into the boards.
That was the most pathetic thing.
Oh, that is awful.
Wait, here it comes again. Ready?
What is he doing?
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Oh, man. I hope nobody else gets hurt on
he
the
made
defense,
him look like
because
such
if
a
we have to
clown.
bring him back up, oh, no.
This is on repeat on Vine. Ready? Here it comes again. Whoop.
Oh.
But yeah, hopefully none of that happens tonight with Eichel with any of our defensemen.
$4 million.
What are you out of your mind?
Uh-oh, is it time?
No.
Oh, I thought you were about to go off.
No. Just keep him down there, please. That's all I ask.
Rage-inducing AHL defenseman with an NHL contract. But actually, you know what? Now that I think about it, that game actually wouldn't last very long because the answer is only one person every single time.
Andrew McDonald.
Exactly. So that's a dumb segment. Let's not do that one.
All right. Well, let's get back to the game tonight. Flyers actually do catch a little bit of a break.
Why is that?
Evander Kane. He's out 4 to 6 weeks.
Ah, God!
That's gotta be Kane! That's gotta be Kane!
But he's got a knee injury, so that's going to keep him out tonight. And who else is out for the
I
Sabres?
believe Bogo is out tonight, too. Zach Bogosian, I believe he is still injured, so I don't expect to see him in tonight either.
So good news for the Flyers, and also it looks like for the Flyers on defense, Manning's going to hit the bench, and Luke Shen.
So now our joke from the last podcast makes sense. He's going to play Magic the Gathering with Le Cavalier
Yes.
tonight. Oh, okay. I got you.
Vinny needed a couple extra days to prepare.
Yeah. He had to build his deck. I don't even play that game, and that's
You know a lot about it, so I don't know.
all right. I'll tell you this much. I tried to play it, and I was really terrible at it when I was a kid. I didn't understand it at all. I don't understand.
By when you were a kid, you mean 2 weeks ago.
Shut up. It was 3. It was when we started the show in June. So, yeah, Bogosian out, Kane out tonight. Sean Couturier will not play tonight either. He has actually suffered a concussion at the hands of Zach Ronaldo, who sent him an apology text message, I'm told.
Oh, a text message. That's nice
Yeah.
of Zach Ronaldo. A text message. What'd that take? About 10 seconds to put together? That's some thought?
I'd love to see what it said.
Oh, I'm sorry. And he spelled sorry wrong.
Surry.
Yes, exactly.
So, yeah. So, Sean Couturier is eyeing a return to play against the Devils. But here's what I'm going to say. That's all well and good. I love the spirit. I love the enthusiasm. But take it easy.
It's early on in the season.
Yes.
Take a few games off.
Don't set yourself up for something long term.
When it comes to concussions, you don't want to mess. And that's even, again, still absolutely shocked that Raffle's going to play tonight.
Yeah.
But again, if doctors give him the approval, okay. I'm happy to see him out there, but also a little nervous as well.
I mean, what better practice for a guy rebounding from an injury than play him against a team that has no defense? Right?
Good point.
See?
All right, prediction time.
Predictions for tonight.
Yes.
Sabres lose 3-1 to the Philadelphia Flyers.
Oh, I'm going to go a little bit higher. I think we get a 5-1 Flyers win tonight.
Wow.
Yeah.
You're really...
I think they got something cooking right now. Again, they had a lot of chances against Lundqvist, and if there was any other goalie in net, It would have been. It really should have been a 6-2 game.
Yeah, I mean, they have a former NFL player as their starting goaltender tonight for the Sabers. Chad Johnson is the starting goaltender for the Sabers.
Ocho Cinco is.
Yeah.
I did not know that.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
With his Simon Phoenix from Demolition Man haircut.
I had no idea it was a two-sport star like
He's
that.
like Deion Sanders. See, I'm going to go a 3-1 Flyers win. I'm going to have to keep going. I'm going to say Jake Voracek again. That goal is coming for him, so I'm going to put Voracek down as one. I'm going to go with Sam Gagner again.
He's been fantastic.
I really
and
like the
fun
way
to
that
watch.
he has been playing. And for number 3, let's go Claude Giroux.
Okay.
Because they're at home. He's going to play a game. He's going to dazzle the crowd, and he's going to win it for Danny Briere tonight. So I'm going to go Claude Giroux for my third pick for a goal tonight.
All right. Bold prediction.
Bold prediction.
Voracek hat trick tonight.
Whoa.
That is a bold prediction right there.
That's really bold. That's almost as bold as deciding to make improvements to a bedroom that isn't even yours by just taking down the curtains like Jake's dad. That's bold. Wow.
Yeah, so Voracek hat trick, and I think Gagner gets one. I agree with you there. And I'm going to go Lawton with another one as well because I really like the way he's playing right now.
He does deserve to be in the NHL. Some people may not think so.
We've always known that.
I mean, some people also think that Mason's a terrible goalie. But if you missed any of that, check out our previous episode, and you'll know exactly what we're talking about. So, yeah, I'm picking a win tonight for the Flyers. I mean, it's the Sabres. So it's a win, I think. But you're right. You can't underestimate them to a degree because they have upped it up in a little bit of scoring. But when you boil it down, Bilesma's their head coach.
True. So let's rub that in.
And that's the man.
Yeah.
That's the man that couldn't get a medal for the United States in the Olympics,
Boo.
which is just terrible because that team started off so well.
You suck!
Exactly. So, yeah, not picking the Sabres to win tonight, obviously. So, should be a great game. Hopefully, everybody enjoys it, and hopefully, Danny Briere has himself a great retirement ceremony tonight. He certainly deserves it for everything that he's put in through all of his years in the NHL.
And don't forget, NHL Center Ice free preview
Oh, Christ!
ends
What?
tonight.
Are you serious?
So for us to watch the Flyers the rest of the season, we're going to have to pay for it.
Great. There goes like almost 90% of my paycheck. Right
It's well
there.
worth it, though.
Dude, it's not worth to pay $100-some for a team that's like not even 200 miles away.
It is ridiculous.
It's
and
insane.
And for a sport that screams for attention, that needs attention, why are you blacking out any games? They should all be available at all times.
That's right.
Stupid Bettman.
Instead, we have to watch Root Sports with the Pittsburgh Penguins. Those commentators are so terrible. But Jay's telestration is really funny. Jay Caulfield with his Just for Men black hair. Every time he's like, freeze it here. No, freeze it here.
No idea who you're talking about. 'Cause
Oh,
I never watch.
my roommate's a Pens fan, and we both equally hate on
Oh,
Jay
really?
Caulfield. Yeah, we both watch it together. We make fun of him all the time. It's pretty funny. All right, so I guess we're going to go ahead and wrap up the show then?
Yeah, let's do that. Hold up. Before we get out of here,
What?
we got to pick a winner for our contest.
Oh, my God. You're right about that. We're going to have to name our winner for that starting lineup Eric Lindros figure. Kind of don't want to give it away. I know you don't.
I know. Here, can I pick the winning name?
It's really sweet. Yeah, so actually what we did, we had some really great submissions coming down to the wire from different people on Reddit Flyers, on Twitter, on email, and we took some of the best submissions and some of our favorites, and we put them into a mug here, and we're going to do a drawing. So just to keep it fair, because we could make a decision.
No, you can't pick
Cut and
between.
dry which one had the best one. So we're going to do a random drawing right now, live on the show. So go
All right.
ahead. Mix it up nice.
All right. Here we go. Hold on here.
And the winner of a Philly Hockey Guys podcast prize pack, including a sticker, trading cards, and that Eric Lindros figurine, our first contest ever, the winner is...
I can't believe it. Ken Prell.
Oh, yeah.
Yes! I won! I can't believe it.
You actually got me with that. Okay.
That's
Did you?
fantastic.
You actually wrote your name on one
Yeah,
of these. I told you 1,000 times that you're ineligible for doing that. All right, that was pretty good. You got me, though. All right, go ahead. Draw the real winner this time.
All right. And, all right, here we go.
The winner of the first official Philly Hockey Guys
Here's the real piece of paper here.
podcast prize pack is... Reddit Flyers user, practically a chemist.
Practically a chemist. Bring his picture up again. I want to see what his was.
Yeah, here's a picture of his collection. He's the guy with the sword. Well, there you go from our random drawing from some of our favorite entrants. The winner for the first official Philly Hockey Guys podcast contest is user Practically a Chemist. You won that Lindros figure. So we'll message you after this new podcast comes out and just send us all of your information, and we'll get that prize pack sent out to you. Congratulations, and thanks to everybody who entered the contest. This is great.
What an interesting room that is.
It is.
It is
pretty
sword
cool.
on the wall.
Yeah.
It's got Sharknado posters and then a lot of cool Flyer stuff.
So now he's got a Eric Lindros figure to add to his collection. So there you go. That is our winner of the drawing. And like we said, if you didn't win, don't worry, because we do have more prizes coming in. And I'm not very good at teases, so I'll just be like, do we have another Eric Lindros starting lineup figurine?
I don't know. Do we?
You might just have to keep listening. And don't forget, subscribe on iTunes and give us a review and a rating. We would love to hear a short review of what you guys think of the show so far.
Yeah.
This is exciting. We just gave away our first prize pack.
Yeah, and I think we should set up the next one for November. We'll announce that in November. How's that
keep
sound?
listening for details about how you can win Philly Hockey Guys podcast prize pack number 2. Fantastic. That was awesome. That's great. So there you go.
Perfect way to end the show, I think.
I don't know. The perfect way to end the show is to make you very angry, but we're not going to do that this week.
There will be plenty of time for that in the future, I'm sure.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
That does it for us, right?
Yeah, enjoy the game tonight. We'll be back with another podcast, either tomorrow or the day afterwards.
Yeah, because
Get ready for that Devils game.
Yeah, the Flyers got the Devils and Buffalo again at the end of the week. So we'll be back Thursday or Friday.
Yep, new episode coming soon. Don't forget, follow us on Twitter at Philly Hockey Guy. Also check out our friends at FlyersNerd.com as well as FlyersBuzz.com. And if you're on Facebook, just check out OrangeAndBlackPack.com because those guys always have some great conversation and great memes always going to. Their meme game is quite strong on OrangeAndBlackPack.com.
Yeah, it's very funny. And our Facebook page, the Philly Hockey Guys podcast.
Oh, yeah, that's right. We have one, too.
Yeah. You may want to promote us.
And don't forget, if you're live tweeting with us during the game tonight, just use that hashtag.
Tweet boldly.
And we will talk to you for our next episode. Congratulations once again to Reddit Flyers user Practically a Chemist, winner of prize pack number 1, but another prize pack coming soon.
All right, for Andy Robb, I'm Ken Prell. We are the Philly Hockey Guys.
Why do you always say that? Why can't I say for Ken Prell, I'm Andy Robb?
You can. Go ahead.
No, I'm just kidding. I was trying to make you mad again.
Son of a bitch.
For Ken Prell, I'm Andy Robb. We are the Philly Hockey Guys. Oh, that sounded weird to say. Never mind. Go ahead. You do it.
See?
All right, fine.
Only a true professional like myself can do that.
Take 3.
For Andy Robb, I'm Ken Prell. We are the Philly Hockey Guys. See ya. See how much better that was?
Go Flyers.
Thanks for listening. Be sure to like the Philly Hockey Guys podcast page on Facebook. Follow us on Twitter at Philly Hockey Guy and subscribe on iTunes, TuneIn, and SoundCloud.